what's up guys? Jerome here from the Bonsai Supply, and if this is your first time watching one of our videos, welcome. I am happy that you have found this channel, and if you love bonsai content, I hope that you guys consider subscribing to this channel. Now of course, if you guys are already a subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much for your support. Now in today's video, I want to go back in time and take a look at this Hackberry's progress from a year ago until today and see how it has progressed, but then also take a look at how we can take this tree to the next level. So here you can see when I first got this tree in March of 2021. This tree was actually found in a bonsai nursery down in South Florida, and I paid just $100 for it. So I brought it home, and then first step was to recut these two cuts, which were made when the tree was grown and trained in the field. I did that to make sure that these cuts will eventually heal over completely. Next, I removed the old soil, so I bare rooted the tree pretty much completely, and I repotted this tree into a beautiful Chinese container with our all-purpose bonsai soil mix. Now fast forward to July of 2021. I then gave this tree its very first styling. I defoliated it and I wired and shaped the tree. Then in fall of 2021, I went ahead and styled this tree one more time. I removed the fall foliage and reshaped it once again. So far I have touched this tree 3 times since I got it. Now here we are nearing the end of 2022, and you might ask yourself why I haven't shown this tree at all this year. And that's for a very good reason. Now since I have placed the branches twice already, as you can see the branches now stay in place without wire. I wanted to take this year to really let the tree grow out, and that does a number of things. By letting the tree grow out past its canopy, so meaning like this is about the canopy, out to about here, is to number one, let the main branches thicken up and really take shape, but also by letting the branches extend past the canopy, you actually force the tree to push out more secondary branches. So this is a very good technique to get a more twiggier tree, which can be achieved in 2 different ways, right? Number 1, you can achieve this by midsummer defoliation, and number 2, you can achieve that by letting your tree's canopy grow out, overgrow, and then cut it back. And that's basically what I've been focusing on this year, by just letting the tree grow out and then cutting it back to like a almost kind of like a ball shape, back into the canopy shape, and then letting it grow out again. So now I'm going through the tree once again, starting from the bottom. I remove all of the branches that are not really of interest. And so the first type of branches that I like to remove are the branches that grow back into the tree. I want to have a outward flowing branch pattern away from the trunk. So this branch here, as you saw, it went back into the tree, so I had to cut it off. The next set of branches are crossing branches, such as the ones that you see here. So I untangle the branches and I cut the branches back to a more interesting pattern. Here, as you can see, the branch structure automatically looks a lot better. So now the next set of branches that I like to remove are the ones that are growing too close to other branches. I want to have a nice spaced out branch pattern throughout the tree. Now also this sacrifice branch here, I'm going to leave it until that cut is completely healed over, which might take a few more years, but I'm not too worried about that. So I also like to remove the branches that grow either straight up from the main branches, straight down, or are just not of interest. And so I go through the entire tree and just clean it up little by little, and then once I have cleaned it up, I go ahead and start to wire the entire tree. So let's get to work. So I really love how this tree turned out, and this is a true testament of how quickly you can develop a tree from no branches at all and just a stump like you saw at the very beginning to something that is now starting to take shape and look very promising. Like, to me, this tree looks like a very natural tree. It has kind of that old oak tree feel to me. So I am very happy the way that this is progressing. And now I'm gonna put this tree into its overwintering storage. I just added a layer of fresh soil on top, just cleaned off the old soil, and I'm actually gonna repot this tree in the spring, but I still wanted to finish off the tree with fresh soil, even though I'm gonna repot it in the spring. But I am looking forward to repotting it in the spring and actually see what the roots did in our all-purpose bonsai soil in just a short period of time. And the reason why I'm thinking about repotting this tree in the spring is because when I water it, the water pools on top of the soil and it takes a long time to go down into the pot, like seep down into the pot. So I know that this tree is most likely fairly root bound, and that's the reason why. But nonetheless, I want to have a look in the spring and see what the roots do. But now I'm going to take this tree and put it into its overwintering storage, like I said, and then just kind of leave it be until spring when I touch this tree once again. So I hope that you guys like this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below in the comment sections. Also, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week.